Hey guys, this is now day 8 of the collection showcase. Yesterday we did a video that was centered around vintage, modern cards. So today will be around centered around vintage cards. I have 4 cards to show you guys today and 1 package to open that came in the mail yesterday while I was in New York. So let's get into it. Okay. This first card is a 1938 Goudy. They call these the Heads Up because they have cartoon drawings of players, in some baseball stance or baseball pose, and then sort of superimpose a photograph of their face onto the card in the position of, how they are making the baseball action. So Greenberg actually has 2 of these cards. He has this one, which is number 253, and sorry, try and get the glare away. It just happens with these plastic cases. So number 253 here. This is without the cartoons, and I have another one, number 277, that has cartoons. This is graded SGC 20. Really only because there are some really actually. There are, what am I saying here? I'm like so scatterbrained right now. Some faint creases in the card. But really this is such a clean card, probably the best SGC 20 you'll ever see. Other than that, it's just really sharp, really clean, classic card. Next card is a 1934 Batter Up, gray version, graded SGC 35, which is a good plus. They've added 3 grades more recent years, and this is one of them. There are 4 color variations to this card. There's black, which is this one. There's a gray tone, a magenta, and a blue that Greenberg is in. It's a recent discovery, actually. It was thought that cards, I believe, 41 through 80, this is number 57, had 6 color variations, but I was somewhat part of the recent discovery on the Net54 forums that, in fact, cards 41 through 80 only have the 4 color variations that I was mentioning. So the black, the gray tone, the magenta, and the blue, and the red and the green that exist are only for the higher number cards. So I do have this card, the black, and I have the magenta, and I have the blue. I'm just missing the gray tone for the complete run of the colors. But if you don't know much about these cards, they were originally designed for the kids to punch out the batter silhouette and then fold the card in half. And then to stand it up on a desk or something, much like the 37 OPG that I have. So this was the predecessor to that, and just a really great classic card. See, it says Batter Up Greenberg here, Tigers first base, and then here is his pose. Just a great card. I love this set, and still looking for that gray tone card. It's out there somewhere. Next card is a mislabeled 36, but really 37, but really 1936 Gowdy wide pen and Greenberg. This is a Type 1. Well, I'm covering it here. Difference between a type: this has Litho and USA on it. Other types don't have anything in that bottom right corner, so that's an easy signifier. You've seen this image before on the Type 3, except that it's panned out a bit, so this is a bit more zoomed in on his face, and the facsimile signature at the bottom is a bit different. This is graded SGC 40, and again, if you don't remember from the earlier video, these were given out as part of sort of a redemption service, so you bring in your gum pack wrappers to your local store or whatever, and they give you these, depending on how many you bring. Fourth card being a 1939 Gowdy Premium. These were a similar sort of thing, however these cards are bigger. I can give you a quick comparison. these cards are bigger than the wide pen cards, and actually also a very similar facsimile signature here, if you can see. Some slight differences in the script, but for the most part it's the same. Very classic Greenberg pose here, and these actually also have two variations. There's the black and white, which this one is, and a sepia, which I also have graded, but there is a variation of this whole set. This is the R303Bs. The R303As are a bit rare, and they're more brown, and they're also a bit smaller. So this is the front, and the back I think is incredibly cool. Gives you a brief lesson of how to bat. So how to hold the bat, where to position on your shoulder, where to measure your feet, batter, shoulder width apart, etc., etc., and just goes through. And I think it's just really cool that they were used as a collectible, also as an instructional video for kids to learn how to bat. So great card here. This was again a Gowdy card, Gowdy Premium. Alright, so that's the 4 I wanted to show you, and then I did get the package in the mail, so I'm going to open this now. It's packaged quite well, I have to say. Just make sure there's nothing else in here. Alright, so if you can remember from one of the last videos, I was talking to you about the BF3 pennants. The one I showed you, I believe, was, what was it? A Type 7. This is a Type 1. This is Greenberg, a sort of a silhouette of him. Sort of running the bases there, and this on the auction it looked more yellow, but in person it's more orange. The color of the felt pennant, and then the writing of the lettering is red. So I actually have another color variation of the same one, but I picked these up as they come because I just think they're all so cool. Excuse me, and yeah, I just think this is another great example of the BF3 pennants. I'm actually planning on taking the other 4 I have now to SGC. I just learned this past week that they can encapsulate them. So I just think that would look incredible in SGC holders, and we'll be taking them to get graded soon. They'll be authenticated, but to get slabbed soon. So once y'all come back, I'll do a whole video on that break too, so you'll probably see this one again then too. Alright guys, till tomorrow. Thank you.